y'all, Farmer Dre back at us on the beautiful morning here on the farm. We are out here in the watermelon cantaloupe field, or the vegetable garden, or whatever you want to call it. It's a big weedy mess out here in this area. We got the tomatoes there. High tunnels, we're out picking tomatoes this morning. I'll show you guys what's going on there later on. But today I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a watermelon and cantaloupe update. The last time I showed you guys, it's been a while. I mean, it's plants have taken off, growing nicely. We got a lot of good sized fruit out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys exactly what's going on out here. So the variety of melons we are growing, the watermelons right here, I only got 3 rows of them. The variety is Jet Star. It's a seeded watermelon, and I also got some Crimson Crisp, Crimson Sweet, not Crimson Crisp. Crimson Crisp is an apple variety we grow. Crimson Sweet as well, we got some of those here. And the Sweet Gem, not Sweet Gem, Jet Star, I'm getting mixed up. The Sweet Gem is a seedless variety. Jet Star is a seeded. They're a really dark melon. They look like a sugar baby, but they're a seeded variety, really dark. The rind's really dark, and they're really good, really sweet. Like I said, I'm passing my first year trying to grow just a few, quite a bit of them. But these are the plants right here. They've really taken off. There's a lot of weeds and grass, but I don't really mind the weeds or anything like that, just because the the grass kind of helps the fruit stay clean and nice. Like right here, we got a nice size watermelon growing in there on the grass, beautiful. And then we also have this right here, beautiful fruit sizing up, much bigger than a softball. And all through here, there's a lot of watermelon. I just don't want to smush or smash any plants. Look at that, 2 beautiful, large. Look at that one right there. Gee, my goodness. Beautiful fruit there, looking good, absolutely gorgeous. Dark fruit. That's what we want to see. Got fruit pollinizing everywhere, fruit growing. I just don't want to step on too many vines, so I don't want to I don't come out here too often. Just kind of look at them, inspect them, and that's about it. You know, not too bad. And then over here we have cantaloupe, and the variety of cantaloupe we are growing this year, Athena and Aphrodite. They are just a big old massive cantaloupe, and we got some nice sizing going on here. You know, a little behind on the cantaloupe here. There's some bigger ones growing, but you guys got to dig through them a little. These cantaloupes and watermelons here, the rows already touching there, the vines. Plants are growing. They're loving this hot weather, loving the humidity, and they're just absolutely growing. Look at that, beautiful cantaloupe. Look right here. Look at this, beautiful. This is a huge old cantaloupe, and it's still not ripe. These are Aphrodites here. The Aphrodites are a big cantaloupe. They get anywhere from 10 to 11 pounds, so they're huge. They're a really big cantaloupe, and they're just kind of mixed in here, the different rows and stuff. But you see a lot of flowers, you see a lot of plants, you see a lot of everything. You got a lot of weeds growing too, but don't mind the weeds. So when you see right here, we see all those bees flying in through here. Absolutely beautiful. All the bees are out here. We have a few neighbors that have honeybees that live. I got a neighbor that just bought 3 hives, lives probably a quarter mile that way. I have a few other neighbors across the river there that have quite a bit of beehives. So you can see their beehives here. The bees here are they're pollinating. The flowers going from one flower to another. We don't have any beehives here on our farm, but we got plenty of neighbors who have plenty of beehives around. And bees will travel up to 3 miles to find an open flower, to find the nectar they're looking for. And you can see here, there's a lot of open blooms. We got a lot of flies. Even the wild bees and stuff will pollinate these. So I'm not too worried about that. We don't need to bring in any kind of pollinators, just because we got plenty. So these are looking great, beautiful. Can't hardly see the plastic no more. Got a few weeds going through here, but it's not too bad. So on these watermelons, I did put quite a bit of dry fertilizer pre-plant. So before I made the raised beds, I went ahead and put a lot of dry fertilizer down. But I was talking to another fellow grower, and he was telling me that they put on quite a bit of fertilizer whenever they're planting here. I haven't put any on yet. I haven't even connected the irrigation system yet, just because we've gotten so much rain, so much moisture in the plants. I haven't seen any deficiency in the plants. But pretty soon here, I'm gonna have to start feeding them some fertilizer. And what the fertilizer he feeds them, it's sort of similar to the tomato fertilizer, but it's a 9, 15, 30. I mean, you can use it on tomatoes if you want, but that high potassium fertilizer really gets a fruit size up, and it makes a really good flavor. So that's a little bit of a watermelon and cantaloupe update for you guys. There's a lot more I can show you guys, but we're busy picking tomatoes this morning, so let's go ahead and get started picking. All right, we are out here in the tunnel. We are picking tomatoes, and sadly to say, the mites kind of got out of hand in here. I kept on spraying them, but I ran out of one of the chemicals that works really well, and I just been spraying one certain thing, and I guess the insect kind of got resistant to it. But there's still a lot of good crop on here. The plants look, the fruit looks good, real healthy, but the plants have taken kind of toll here. I'm picking the Carolina Golds right now. They are beautiful fruit, absolutely beautiful, looking good. We're gonna go ahead and continue picking here, and hopefully that we get quite a bit done today.
I don't want to be on nobody's wanted list.
Bro, you're such a great person.
I'm after I'm gonna go and run.
Alrighty, so we are not even halfway done, and we've already got quite a bit. We got filled this pallet. We only go 4 high on tomatoes, just because boxes get too soft. Tomatoes are heavy. By the time we get them graded, then we have potential for them falling over. It happened to me once this year, where we picked a full pallet of tomatoes. We put them at 7 or 8 high, and then whenever we went to go put them in the warehouse, the whole entire thing fell over. So we're being extra cautious now. So much hard work and dedication goes into growing these things that it's kind of a pain to have a dumb mistake that's going to cost you some yield. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and continue picking here. The quality of the fruit is still really amazing, really great. There's beautiful, nice #1 tomatoes. We're picking the majority of all the red and orange ones just because of this heat. See this right here? This is from the extreme heat, the crack in the fruit there. We don't add, I haven't been watering extra or anything like that, just the same consistent watering program, but it's from all this heat and humidity. It's pulling a lot of the moisture out of the air. The plants aren't, and it's putting too much fruit, too much of the energy in the fruit there. So we got a little bit of cracking going on today. Not too bad though. But I mean, just on some fruit, not all fruit. Majority of the fruit's 100%. But it's part of it though. Look at that. Nice #1 tomatoes. If you guys been curious what we've been doing with these field tomatoes, we've been picking a few, and then you know, since the quality is not too great, we've been selling them as canner tomatoes. So we have a few orders today of a few boxes of canner tomatoes. So we'll just pick them and just put them straight in half bushel boxes and sell them as canner tomatoes. And with canner tomatoes, there's not too much to be made. We sell them for it depends, $15 to $20 a half bushel box. So it's about, you know, 70 cents a dollar a pound. But that's field tomatoes for you guys. Their plants are, they got the blight in them. They haven't done much to them yet. Haven't sprayed them with anything. But you know, overall they'll do some pretty good for some canner tomatoes, satisfy some customers. Do a few boxes of those, and that's how you keep your customers happy. Today I got a good friend of mine, OT. He's out of California.
What's up, y'all? Look at this tomato right
helping
here.
me pick some tomatoes this morning. Beautiful, fresh, Missouri-grown tomatoes. He's from California, so they got a lot better climate, a lot better things to be going. But I mean, I've impressed him over the past weeks that he's been here. So
these tomatoes are fine.
Top quality, farm fresh, Farmer Dre's tomatoes. Cannot beat it. out here in number 1, and I haven't showed you guys this tunnel in a while. It's we haven't picked out of here in about 2 weeks or so. But these big Dinas here, they have started to come back on with everything that we picked. The production starts to kick back into gear. It's really hot. The quality really sucks in here. These probably go just to canners. We haven't put the shade cloth on or anything like that. But these tomato plants, I hit them with that nitrogen a while back, and they're starting to come back now and flower again. Not much more is going to go into it, but there's a few we'll be picking through here through the fall. So we're going to jump in here and start picking, and then we will see how many pounds we can pick out of here. Not too many, probably 3-4 boxes at a time, not too much. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so these big Dinas here are still looking pretty decent. These are the ones we're picking off of. There's a lot of ones that are still bad yet, but you know, they're still not too bad. You know, quality's, I mean, it's not there, but it's decent. You know, not too bad for a unmanaged tunnel. It's like walking through a jungle in here. Unmanaged greenhouse. We got a Nathan. We got Daniel. So we're out here working hard, hardly working. They're having a tomato fight. You guys better quit. Knock it off.